I want to share a short story with you. My story is about the Iron Lion, Khumalo. He was born in the dusty streets of Soweto. Mbulelo's rise from a skinny boy with big dreams to a heavyweight champion, and was nothing short of miraculous. His story was one of great determination and an unyielding spirit. Known for his unparalleled strength and endurance, Mbulelo had fought countless matches, earning the heavyweight championship title 3 times. But beyond the spotlight, the roar of the crowd, and the glory of victory, lay a man whose heart was tender and deeply in love. Mbulelo's love story began in a small cafe on the outskirts of Johannesburg. It was there he met Zanele, a woman whose smile could light up the darkest of days. She was studying to become a nurse, driven by a desire to heal and help others. Their connection was instant and profound. Zanele saw beyond the tough exterior of the Iron Lion and touched the vulnerable heart within. She became his anchor, his solace amidst the chaos of his demanding career. Their love blossomed quickly, and within a year, Mbulelo and Zanele were married in a ceremony filled with joy and laughter. Mbulelo's boxing career was at its peak, and with Zanele by his side, he felt invincible. She was there for every victory. Her cheers is the loudest in the arena, her embrace the warmest at home. Together, they dreamed of a future filled with children, happiness, and a life far removed from the struggles they had both known. As the years passed, Mbulelo continued to dominate the boxing world. He defended his title fiercely, each fight more grueling than the last. Despite the physical toll, he remained dedicated to his craft, driven by the love and support of his wife. However, their most cherished dream remained unfulfilled. They longed for a child, and after years of trying, Zanele finally became pregnant. The news brought a new light into their lives, a promise of joy and new beginnings. The pregnancy was challenging, but Zanele faced it with the same strength and grace that had always defined her. As her due date approached, Mbulelo scheduled his fights around her needs, ensuring he was always there to support her. He was set to defend his title for the 3rd time as a promise to his wife that he would win the boxing match when Zanele went into labor. Torn between his duty as a champion and his role as a husband, Mbulelo chose to stay by her side and decided to postpone the boxing match. But Zanele, understanding the importance of the fight, insisted he should go, promising she would be fine. With a heavy heart, Mbulelo entered the ring that night. Every punch he threw was laced with prayers for his wife and unborn child. The match was one of the toughest he had ever fought, but he emerged victorious, his 3rd championship title secured. The cheers of the crowd were deafening, but his mind was elsewhere. He rushed to the hospital, his heart pounding with a mix of excitement and fear. As he reached the hospital, he was met with somber faces. A nurse handed him a letter, her eyes filled with sorrow. With trembling hands, Mbulelo read the words that would shatter his world. Zanele had died during childbirth, their baby girl surviving but motherless. The grief hit him like a knockout punch. He was more devastating than any blow he had ever taken in the ring. The Iron Lion, who had faced giants and emerged unscathed, crumbled under the weight of his sorrow. Mbulelo's world turned into a haze of pain and despair. He named his daughter Nondi, after Zanele's favorite flower, hoping to keep a piece of her alive. But the joy of holding his newborn daughter was overshadowed by the immense grief of losing his soulmate. The once indomitable champion now found himself lost, unable to find solace in the sport that had defined his life. He withdrew from the public eye, retreating into a shell of his former self. His home, once filled with laughter and love, now echoed with silence and sadness. The gym, where he had spent countless hours training, became a place of torment. Each punch is a painful reminder of what he had lost. His friends and family tried to reach out, but Mbulelo's grief was a fortress they couldn't breach. Months passed, and the Iron Lion's roar faded into a whisper. The boxing world buzzed with questions and concerns, but Mbulelo remained silent. He tried to be strong for Nondi, but every time he looked into her eyes, he saw Zanele, and the pain became unbearable. One quiet evening, in the solitude of his home, Mbulelo made a tragic decision. He penned a letter to his daughter, expressing his love and his profound sorrow, hoping she would understand one day. Mbulelo Khumalo, the Iron Lion, ended his life that night. He committed suicide as his heart unable to bear the weight of his loss. The news of his death sent shockwaves through South Africa and the boxing community worldwide. Tributes poured in, celebrating his strength, his courage, and the love he had for his family. His story became a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the depth of human suffering. In the years that followed, Nondi grew up hearing tales of her father's legendary battles and his boundless love for her and her mother. She carried his spirit within her, a living testament to the Iron Lion's enduring legacy. Mbulelo Khumalo was gone but remained a symbol of resilience, a warrior whose greatest fight was not in the ring but in the realm of the heart. And so, the legend of the Iron Lion lived on, inspiring generations to come with his story of love, loss, and the indomitable human spirit.